let's talk about all the games happened on February 4th, 2024. The first game is the Magic beat Detroit 111-99. Good. Fred Wagner, 38 points. Amazing. Not much else with 4 threes. Ben Carroll with Franz Wagner back. His usage took a big hit. Still good enough. The Magic, right now, where they're sitting at, well, it's in the East, so any team can really make the plays. Yeah, there's a 7th seed. They won 3 straight. Wendell Carter Jr. needs to be rostered, but I don't think he has that amazing of a upside because he doesn't really get defensive stats. But he give you good rebounds and some scoring and some threes. Jalen Suggs and Markelle Fultz, both guys could be rostered. With Fultz, the minutes is not there yet, but assists and steals is really good. Same thing with Jalen Suggs. Minutes, only 28 minutes here. Maybe it's because of the blowout. Solid enough as long as he's getting the defensive stats. He can rack up those steals and blocks pretty quickly. We look at the Detroit Pistons. Jalen Duren, good game. Had 5 fouls, 7 for 7, but he really needs to get more blocks. But the field goal percentage, the rebounds, they're really good. Just need more blocks. Jaden Ivey, 1 steal and a block, 18 points, 2 threes, not bad. Kate Cunningham came back, 7 assists and 2 steals. Yeah, this is the guy, if we draft next year, for sure, we got to think about punting field goals and turnovers. Maybe he turns it around next year, but this year, the field goal percentage is horrible. And because he shoots so much, right? 101 ranked player, 45%. Actually, it's not that bad. But 3-point turnovers is a killer. The counting numbers looked fine. Alsar Thompson, 27 minutes, a steal and 3 blocks. It's getting interesting. Do we want to roster him at this moment? Still no. Because next thing he could just go back playing 15. If you can put together a few games over 25 minutes, then we can, then it's actually a trend, not an outlier. All right. Let's go to the next game. We got a lot of games. The next game is the Phoenix Suns beat the Washington Wizards 104-112. Okay. Wizards came back, revenge game, 43 points, 16 for 21, 4 threes, 6 assists, and 2 steals. Amazing game by Beal. He just needs to do this more. And of course, with Beal going off and the blowout, KD and Devin Booker didn't need to do much. Yusuf Nurkic is still a good game, 13 rebounds, 8 assists, and a steal. Yusuf Nurkic has been really good this year, being that guy on this team, getting these assists, still grabbing rebounds, and provide some defensive stats. Grayson Allen, he's not a must roster. He is a must roster, I was going to say. But it really depends on your team build. He hit some threes fairly. He's actually the 65th ranked player. But you look at his numbers, 13 points, 2.6 threes is actually really good. Really good percentages. He needs to get more defensive stats. That would help us tremendously. And the rest of the guys, not really. For the Wizards, oh man, it's ugly. Tyus Jones, 8 assists, still good. Daniel Gafford had 2 blocks and 7 rebounds. How about Jordan Poole? 20 minutes, 1 for 7, had 7 assists. Okay. 7 assists in 20 minutes is actually pretty impressive. Just trying to pick anything positive out of Jordan Poole. But he remains to be really bad. Danny Advia had a huge game with Kyle Kuzma out. He could be rostered. Beal, the rookie, played 25 minutes, did absolutely nothing, minus 25. If Kuzma continues to be out, even your defensive stats, you could stream him. But otherwise, we can see how inconsistent he is this game here. The next one is the Clippers beat Miami. The Clippers, they cannot be stopped. They really can't. 103-95. Kawhi Leonard, amazing. Oh my God. 25 points, good field goal, great free throw, 6 for 6, 3 threes, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Paul George, not so much, but overall an okay game. But how about Kawhi Leonard? Sometimes it's really hard to predict these things. He's the fifth ranked player on a per game basis. He played 44 games. He played more games than Luka, more games than Embiid, obviously, more games than Donovan Mitchell, more games than Tyrese Halliburton. I'm just looking at the guys in the top 10, more games than Lauren Markkinen. So, what are you gonna do? Next year, he's probably gonna get drafted in a second round, early second round. If we know he played this many games, for sure, no brainer. Super efficient dude. James Harden, of course, bought out as well. 21 points, 11 assists, 8 rebounds, 5 threes, so 7-1. What a line from Harden as well. Harden, yeah, he is the 17th ranked player. Pretty amazing stuff out of this Clippers team. Russell Westbrook just 50 minutes. This is why I think last game he played 25 minutes or so, but just too inconsistent. But no surprise, a great win for the Clippers. And then for Miami, Terry Rozier, decent game actually. 17 points, no threes, but 5 assists and 2 steals is not bad. And the key thing is the minutes, right? He's getting huge minutes right now. Jimmy Butler, 21 points, 2 threes, 2 steals. Could have been better, but I would take him. Bam finally gets 3 steals and 3 assists, 13 rebounds, 4 for 4 for the free throw line, but still no blocks. Josh Richardson came in and played 33 minutes. He's a guy that we could look to stream. With Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero out, and maybe JJJ off the bench, we could stream. But those guys don't have much value, to be honest, unless they got a back-to-back. I wouldn't really stream that. Next one is the Pacers beat the Charlotte Hornets, of course, no surprise. And Tyrese Halliburton really just playing for money right now. He need the minimal number of games or whatever, so they will start him, playing him 20 minutes. Still, 17 points, 4 assists, still in 2 blocks is not bad at all. But, the manager's trying to get his back. Andrew Nembhard, horrible. TJ McConnell, if Tyrese Halliburton continues to play 20 minutes, TJ could be streamed for assists and steals. Right? Pascal Siakam, 25 minutes, still on the block. Aaron Nesmith. Aaron Nesmith should be rostered at the moment, actually. He's been getting 30-plus minutes pretty consistently. He hit threes, fairly efficient, gets you defensive stats and rebound, and just everything. So I would look to have him. Miles Turner, 16 points and 10 rebounds, good, but just no blocks here. And Buddy Hield, would you look at that? When guys come back, he plays 11 minutes. Yeah, I don't know what to do with Buddy Hield. And then we look at Charlotte. LaMelo Ball is still out, so they play East Smith this game. Now, didn't really do much. Brandon Miller continued to get crazy usage, 35 points with a steal and 2 blocks. Pretty good stuff from Brandon Miller. Miles Bridges took 23 shots. LaMelo Ball is out. Everybody eat a little bit more. Nick Richards, absolutely must roster. No blocks here, but 32 minutes. He's getting a lot of minutes. And, yeah, he has to be rostered. And PJ Washington with 2 steals and a block, 22 points. PJ, with all the injuries going on, he's been getting good minutes and getting the defensive stats. And we know what he can do, a little bit everything, right? Just his efficiency is the worry. The next team really wasn't close. The Grizzlies got destroyed, got clapped hard by the Celtics, 91-131. Luke Kennard came back. Luke Kennard, if he's starting, he's playing, you could always stream him for threes. He obviously doesn't really offer anything else. And they're just playing guys that I had never heard of. Trey Jamison. Who is that? They started Gigi Jackson, who had a decent game. If they're going to start Gigi Jackson, because Santi Aldama was out, right? Vince Williams was out. And now they're playing, I don't think these guys may be NBA level players. Scottie Pippen Jr. had a decent game, actually. But I wouldn't really like John Concha. These guys come back, they're not going to really have any minutes. But it's crazy how much Grizzlies are resting their young guys even. Maybe they just want to give everybody an opportunity. I don't know. For the Celtics, Kristaps Porzingis, 26 points, still on 2 blocks, easy work. Jason Tatum, easy work, 34. Jason Tatum get to eat versus bad teams. But he's got to show up in big games more. Right? This line looks really pretty versus a bad Grizzly team. Al Horford, 11 points. Okay. Nobody played that well. Outstanding because the blowout. The next one went to 2 overtime. And Oklahoma City was able to pull it out, but Toronto able to hang in there. That's pretty good. Emmanuel quickly 11 assists, big, and because the game played two double overtime, Dennis Schroeder able to squeeze in a few extra minutes. Um, not a bad game, 19 points, but I would really try to sell him, and he anytime he put together a few nice games. RJ huge minutes, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. Good game from RJ, and Jacob Pertl is back, 12 rebounds and 2 blocks. And how about Gary Trent? 39 minutes, 2 steals, did his thing and 4 threes. Again, if you need threes and steals, no problem, have him. But he doesn't do anything else outside of that. And Scotty with 9 assists, amazing, a block, 7 rebounds. Scotty, he has been falling lately, but he's still a 20th ranked player. So if you draft him this year, he's still providing really good value. And because what he could do in fantasy, it's interesting. What kind of team build you want to have around him next year? Because he just, he does a lot of rebound, assists, steals, and blocks, that type of stuff. And he scores pretty well. We look at Oklahoma City Thunder with Jalen Williams out. They started Cason Wallace, but they just played him 18 minutes. I guess he was pretty bad. A lot of minutes went to Aaron Wiggins, who had a good game, 20 points, 4 threes. So with Jalen Williams out, it's kind of tough to know who to stream. Maybe they give those minutes to Lou Dort. Josh Giddey actually had a big game. 26 points, 24 points, 2 threes, 6 rebounds, 6 assists with 2 blocks. And look at Shed Holmgren and Shea. Oh my God, Shea, 23 points, only 23 points because maybe Toronto throw a lot of double at him at his home. 2 threes, 9 rebounds, 14 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. This guy just put up scary numbers game after game. Shed Holmgren, 22 points, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Amazing. These two guys. And Jalen Williams, when he's back, he also put up really good numbers. This Oklahoma City trio is they're good in real life and they put in amazing numbers in fantasy as well. Moving on to the next game, the Rockets lost to the Timberwolves. Okay, 90, not really close. Jalen Green, after a few nice games, falling back down to earth. But the minutes is still good, so obviously you still hold on to him. 7 assists is not bad, to be honest. 3 for 15, obviously horrible. Fred VanVleet, 2 steals. Okay, we know that, but he had 4 blocks. What the hell? Fred VanVleet has been blocking shots at an unbelievable rate with 2 threes. Andrew Shangun with 15 points and 10 rebounds and steal and block. Pretty good. Consider Timberwolves' number 1 ranked defense. I don't know if they're still number 1. Dylan Brooks had 2 steals in 20 minutes. It'll be interesting to see what happens when Taro Eason comes back, how many minutes he's going to get. For the Timberwolves, Rudy, 4 blocks and a steal, 13 rebounds, big game. Anthony Edwards had it going offensively with 32 points. Karl Anthony Towns had some foul trouble, but it didn't really matter. Why did Mike Conley only play 24 minutes? They give Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Wow, okay, yeah, it's a blowout. Otherwise, you maybe get close to 30. Jaden McDaniels, the defensive specialist, not getting any defensive stats. Moving on to the next game. Wow, this game is interesting. The Milwaukee Bucks. They went to Jazz. They had a 19-20 point lead in the second quarter, and then, they lost it, and it wasn't even close. They lost by 15. It just collapsed in the fourth quarter, and people are gonna say, because Doc Rivers is coaching. I think anytime they have these type of losses or they in the playoffs, right? If they ever get down in a series, it's going to be bad. Or even worse, they have a lead in the series, and then the other team start picking up some wins, and what people are gonna say about Doc Rivers. Giannis had an amazing game with no Brook Lopez. 33 points, 13 assists is absolutely insane. 7 rebounds and a block. Meanwhile, Damian Lillard. How about Damian Lillard? A steal and 2 blocks is fine, but 12 assists. 12. I understand it's a back-to-back, but I don't know. Damian Lillard just not able to find himself, in the system. On the season, he's still good. He's the 21st. I mean, he's okay. 21st ranked player, but he's shooting 42% from from the field, making just three threes. Um, his usage is still okay. He should still get to the line 7.8 times. But yeah, this year I would say overall, he had a lot of games like this, which obviously he would not have when he was on the Portland Trailblazers because he's the first option. Malik Beasley 16 points for threes, continue to be a great 3-point streamer, and Bobby Portis had a huge game. We could stream Bobby Portis, I think, as long as Brook Lopez is out. And how about the Utah Jazz? They did it collectively. Lauri Markkanen just 21 points and 3 rebounds. He didn't have a good game, but Keontae George off the bench, 10 rebounds, 10 defensive rebounds. That's huge for a guard. 5 threes, 19 points. Jordan Clarkson didn't even have a good game. Colin Sexton had a no. Yeah, I don't know how Jazz did it this game. Just everybody chipped in. Walker Kessler actually 3 blocks, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks. He's defensive because the Bucks are big, so having a big body like Kessler really helps. But nobody played particularly well other than John Collins. I would say shot 63%. But a great win. The Jazz, they're really tough at home. Moving on to the last game of the night, we have, Denver. This shouldn't really be a surprise. And, with all the guys out, I think Scoot Henderson might be a guy that we could look to stream or pick up if you're not trying to win field goal. If you're trying to win field goal, don't touch him. And he also commits a bunch of turnovers. But the points, the assists should be good. He's going to get to the line a little bit, hit some threes. So I don't mind if he's out there on the waiver wire and I'm looking for points and assists. Fernie Simons, decent game, 26 points and added a steal. That's good enough. 6 for 6 with 4 threes and 9 assists. Fernie Simons is really good. He put up an amazing number. He just needs to stay healthy. Matisse Thybulle, meanwhile, we could have him. He played 34 minutes with all the injuries, right? We could have him. 3 steals, defensive specialist. We know who he is. And another big game from Ayton. Yeah, Ayton needs to do this more. He needs to do this more. He can shoot above 60% easy, I think, most nights. 50, 60% good field goal. Just need to get more touches, right? A steal and 2 blocks, 9 rebounds and 4 assists. Jabari Walker, minutes is good. Didn't really do anything. If you want to have him, I don't mind because the minutes is so good. Chris Murray he would start, but not getting a lot of minutes, so I'm not interested in him. And look at Denver. Jokic 29 points, easy work. Jamal Murray had 10 assists and 21 points. Both guys played decent. I wouldn't say amazing. KCP 11 assists. Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr. had 3 blocks. That's good. But Michael Porter Jr. is getting benched a little bit. Peyton Watson has been getting, I think, more minutes than beginning of the season. He's also really good. Like 3-and-D guy, big, tall, lengthy, can play defense, 2 threes, 2 steals, and blocks. So that obviously hurt Michael Porter Jr.'s minutes. But, it also he hasn't been shooting the ball well. So I'm not too worried about Michael Porter Jr. And Denver, again, this year, I think a little bit different than last year is that, like, toward the end of the season, they're not going to lock in first seed. They're going to be fighting versus the Timberwolves and Thunder. So they're not going to rest their guys that much. That's great for Jokic at least. I remember last year he was just out for the whole week because they locked in first seed in the West. And that's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.